decided to defy the norm. In Maasai land, a group of 17 women formed a group that preserves the environment. Coming from a community that decades ago did not value girl-child education, these women are a true testament to, with the right exposure, things can change for the better. Agutu Rosa was in Amboseli and interacted with Team Lioness, as they proudly call themselves. Here is that report.
In a community where men still call the shots, some young women have decided to go against the grain in defense of the environment. These women are a true testament to the adage that says, with the right exposure, things can change for the better. They call themselves Team Lioness. And just like the big cats, they are considered the backbone of the pride due to their leadership and collaborative efforts. My name is Agutu Rosa. Mount Kilimanjaro, a natural elevated gem of the region that comes calling in view while acknowledging greetings of a new day. It is at the foot of this gigantic marvel where Team Lioness Ranger Base is located in Amboseli. Despite the morning chill, the Rangers are up and ready for the daily morning workout. They later head back to the base to shower, have breakfast, then change into the Ranger uniform before embarking on patrol. The aim of the patrol is to monitor wildlife, prevent poaching, and report injured animals. We join them for their routine patrol. We spot huge bones believed to be from a giraffe. A few meters ahead, we spot a dik-dik. One of the rangers records this on the ranger's app before proceeding.
One adult gerenac, feeding, browsing.
By the end of the patrol, one ranger would use the walkie-talkie and radio the main ranger base in Amboseli. They would give the full report of the patrol.
The lioness is the keeper of the family. It hunts for the family. At the same time, it protects the family. It multitasks. We as Team Lioness, we do the same. We are here as rangers. We are here as mothers. When we go back home, we have to act also as mother. When we come at work, we act as rangers.
Team Lioness was founded in 2019 with only 8 rangers. 6 years later, that number has increased to 17.
What we do what other rangers do. Our work is to protect wildlife, to prevent poaching and retaliatory killing of wildlife like elephants, lions, giraffes, all the wildlife. We also protect our environment. We prevent charcoal burnings, sand collection, and destruction of the environment.
The 17 women are mothers and wives. Some have older children at home with their families, yet some are still lactating. They are allowed to stay with their babies at the base. 25-year-old Lois Soila is nursing her 6-month-old baby at the Rangers camp. It has not been an easy call.
Kuna challenges like hizo tu early pregnancy, hiyo ya medium na hiyo ya 9 months. Kwanza hiyo early una feel sometimes una feel utaki kuona watu na uko job. Unasikia tu like hadi una feel tu umechoka, unachukia mtu, utaki kukaa na yeye, still uko job, una feel tu ama niende, una feel tu leo my friend tapaka alafu niende home. ai unakaa ukitulia unasema na ni job, acha tu nitulie. Alafu sasa unaona mtu ukiona hivi na ni situation si maksudi yako, unafunga nyumba.
Soila is a mother of 2. Her oldest, who is at home with the family, is 3 years old. Rangers stay in the base for 3 consecutive weeks, then take 1 week break.
Kuna tuyo unamiss pia mtoto wako. Unamiss. Though tunajua ukitoka home unajua vitu vile unakuja job, so utajaribu kumprepare huyo mtoto na kumweka vizuri, umbembeleza ajue mama ako job. Ukimcall jioni unambembeleza, unampea hope, unamwambia still uko tu sawa.
From a young age, Soila wanted to be a ranger.
Nikiwa hata uko baby class nilikuwa naulizwa na walimu, na unataka kwa nini? Napandisha mkono na mwambia mimi nataka kuchunga wanyama pori.
Naomi Simaloi is also a mother.
Sengine unaweza pangwa kazi, maybe amke kama askipoa, na pia miss nyumbani, na pia ni furaha kuwa na yeye hapa, ku monitor every growth, every step yenye ana make kuwa na yeye. So nafurahia kama female ranger kuwa na mtoto wangu na bado amwaki. Pia hii kazi tunafanya mazoezi kiasi. So unaweza enda patrol hivi before pregnancy ifike around 6, 7, 8 months. Hapo mbele ilikuwa bit challenging kidogo, ile unaweza amka uko na morning sickness nini, but I thank my colleagues, you sometimes will understand. So unaweza amka uji express I'm not feeling well, wanakuacha ile siku you are feeling well, unaenda. Hiyo pia practice inasaidia, hiyo practice ya kutembea na narudi kwa sawa.
The mothers will stay with their babies in the ranger base until they're 2 years, then take them home to their families. There is a nanny who helps around with the children when the mothers are busy. The unique rangers have not seen an easy landing within the conservative Maasai community. After the ranger base, we accompany one of the rangers to her home. Lucy Syria became a ranger in 2020. But back at home, she is just another member of the family.
Mimi nilikuwa mdogo naona tu wa rangers wakitembea kuangalia wanyama. Nikafurahia sana. Nilipomaliza class 8, nikaenda babangu akaenda kunitafutia hii kazi nikapata na nikafurahia. Sasa nawaambia wenzangu wajitoe moyo kwa hii kazi, maana hii kazi ya game rangers ni kazi nzuri sana.
Lucy's mother and sister talk about how proud they are of her.
Na egin rara do ndo yo di amu hiwi ona ndo somo ngara mpogi. Kine ora la yen nyalai wendirai na ndiri engosomo pogi. Sawa amore ndiro ne ndiro kangijaja. Ironde ndiro kangira amore nang na yogi. Ndiro ira mara nyum fana na rama na ira naru. Anai. Ndiro di anga bana yogi, ndiro rinde yo. Na ko na sida yudi. Eri sia yendira amu ori. Iboro hege. Ndiro manda nangari jana yogi nangari yana na royu.
Anor nanu rangers musidan rangers ole amo sia sidan arejo yo nale tene ojo ngwesi ore ngwesi ne graduate ndo keripar ne meri ne saidia yo ne gorsi yo gra na jiranya na dankare ne kidoli rangers ajo era tipar ambore sana buna manare ulo seroi ne rageti parame ne kuyala ne ore benya ndokitingang ne saidia yo meralakini yo dawo kidolta ajo megureki uniki aringwesi ena yo na denkare ore na rituna rangers ne kidalta faida nya sapuk oleng eretito yo.
Patrick Papachiti, the director of operations at Olgulului Wildlife Rangers within the Amboseli ecosystem, says there's a total of 88 rangers, 17 of them being women. These rangers cover over 1,700 square kilometers within Olgulului Ranch. They ensure that they cover at least half of the conservancy per day, either by foot, vehicles, or motorcycles.
We are from a society that believe that only men, and especially now that we have young warriors, at times we feel like young warriors are only able to protect the ecosystem, protect people, protect their property. We were not confident enough, or at least had the courage to bring in Team Lioness at the first place, because what was supposed to be done is to counter poaching. What was supposed to be done is to counter retaliations.
However, Papatiti later realized that they do not have to use force to stop retaliatory attacks on animals. Women were able to handle the situation without violence. Since Maasai men cannot beat women, having Team Lioness is an advantage during the negotiations with Maasais who've lost their livestock to lions.
People will look down upon them when they come there. That crowd of warriors who now are agitating to be given an opportunity to kill that lion. But you see them talking to that crowd and us pulling back. And from the customs of the culture, not fighting with a woman has contributed a lot to the success of Team Lioness, things that we did not see in the initial stages.
Guyo Adi, the East African Communications Officer of the International Fund for Animal Welfare, talks about the soft approach when it comes to solving conflict.
Elevate the role of women in terms of being better at handling human-wildlife conflict cases through the use of soft power. In most cases, we think once a lion has attacked, say, a boma and the Maasais or the pastoralists have lost some cattle, in most cases we think using hard power and getting some male rangers to go there would be, a better solution. But if you think along the lines of using soft power and good negotiation skills, which the ladies at Team Lioness have demonstrated, it's another element that, particularly for the case of Amboseli, we felt ladies would do a better job there.
Oscar Bravo, you're sent.
Every day at 5 p.m., the headquarters where Papatiti's office is, the rangers would radio in their data, have it registered and stored. The following day, we met Chief George Lupembe at Meshanani area. For a long time, education and other forms of empowerment here were not tailored for girls and women, but things are changing.
Wasichana wetu tumepatia haki zao ya elimu, na bado tu hata najua kuelewa, hata utakuja tu kuelewa kwa uamuzi wa ile mtu umependa, haijalishi umetoka jamii gani, lakini tutakubariki kama wazee ikifika hiyo wakati na ruhusu. Lakini ni mtu ambaye pasipo mzee anaweza endelea na maisha yake. Kwa hivyo wasichana wamefanya maendeleo kabisa. Tunaona hata anarudi nyumbani, anajengea mama nyumba, anasaidia wengine ndugu zake wasome, sababu tumeona pia wasichana wako na roho safi ya kusaidia.
Ivan Mkala, the programs manager of Matkela, says the aim of having Team Lioness was to bring gender parity in the male-dominated community wildlife ranger fraternity. He adds that it is important to have an all-female team. However, there are still challenges.
These ladies are going against the norms of the Maasai culture in practice, leadership, economic empowerment, and cultural practices. And this has been met with consistent resistance. Secondly, provision of the special needs that these young girls, mothers, wives, and their little babies need over time. They need special care and attention.
Mkala adds that to increase the number of Team Lioness, stakeholders need to showcase the work Team Lioness does.
We need to mobilize resources in terms of salaries, welfare, their mobility, equipment, and other accommodation requirements, because there's a special case where they have not just mothers on site, but they have got little ones as well who need special care and attention.
We have been empowered as Team Lioness, both physically and economically. And also we have empowered so many ladies back in the community. And everyone now is admiring what we are doing. Everyone now is supporting. The community now has known that it's really true that a lady or a female can also work in this field or any other field.
As they walk back to their base after a long day, their daily struggle is in step with nature, which they live to protect. The nature that is not just a place, but a home for them. The nature that for a long time was a custody of men, but now feeling the warmth of protection from mothers. Agutu Rosa, KTN.
Coming up,